Come on then, Daniel.
Morning, everyone. Yo, it's early as fuck, man. I mean, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. It's just past 7 o'clock in the morning. It's early. It's very, very early. Oh, how is everybody today? So I am going to do shortly, I'm going to do a technique video, even though some people are like, oh, you're not a professional. I'm not. You're not a professional. We will see you in the ring. We want to see you brawling on camera.
It's because he's whizzed off his nut. That's why he's deleted this one straight away. Okay, this makes sense. Let's go.
Oh, we need to see it. Oh, because punching thin air is no good for you. It's never going to do nothing for you. It's never going to help you in any way.
The problem with
listen, shadow boxing, hitting a.
The problem with VLC is that when I screen share VLC, I can't get it to screen share with the sound. So I can watch them in that, but I can't stream them like this. But thank you, dude.
Like hitting pads, whatever, right? It is very, very good for fitness.
Because what I was trying to do is I was trying to find a player a few weeks ago, right, where I can just put a playlist of all of his old videos. There's 808 of them, right? Set one of me Macs off that I don't use and just stream 24 hours a day. Deleted Danny G. But I can't find a player that will play a playlist automatically that will stream the sound as well as the video. But I'm working on it.
Cardio, coordination, balance. What the fuck?
And then would literally have like a Danny G TV channel on here.
It's no good for nothing. Nah, shadow boxing's no good for nothing. Nah. Shut up, you don't know what you're on about. Bloody trolls. Anyway, this video is...
I believe shadow boxing's probably good for like muscle memory in terms of technique and stuff like that. But shadow boxing by itself will not teach you how to fight.
Just really for any of you fans out there to help me understand.
You've got no fans.
Right. I'm going to have to be careful how I word this. But you know I keep getting shabada banned. Yeah? Or I keep getting ghosted.
I wish I was I can't.
Right? On the social media side, the whole fucking shebang. I don't understand what's going on. I do not understand what's going on. So, for instance,
you think you're Tonk, but you're not.
Yeah, I have 60,000 subs, right?
Not anymore. You don't.
So, really,
well, you do, but you just decided to abandon the channel and thought that everybody would forget about the 808 videos that you posted being a bell end.
Realistically, I should have 30,000 views per video. Nah, and it's not because people don't want to view it, because you've got to understand, my fans sub to me for a reason. They sub to me because they like my content, yeah? Right? They're not getting notifications at all. No one is. Like, I'm not joking with you. I do lives on a daily, yeah? And my wife don't even get notifications that I'm live.
Your wife's probably got you blocked.
Half the people that are in there don't get notifications that I'm live. Nobody's getting notifications. I'm not a no recommended. I'm not being pushed out there at all.
Yeah, because your content's shite. And most of it, you're sitting taking drugs on camera. Are you thick?
Seriously. And we all know that compared to some content on here, my content has substance. Some of it's just joking around. Some of it's singing. But even that makes you all smile. It makes you all happy, yeah? Right? It makes you all happy. That's what I'm about. Making you all happy, teaching you some knowledge, teaching you how to look after your body, you know, your fitness and all that kind of stuff. But I get no reach whatsoever.
Right, let's see if we can see the next time he blinks.
It is like I'm Shabada banned. Shabada banned. Shabada banned or ghosted. Do you know what I mean? Constantly, though.
You will be probably shadow banned. And also, what you have to take into account as well, Danny, right, is that a lot of your followers in the early days on YouTube, the same as your followers now on TikTok, right, they're kids. Now, kids will find this stuff amusing from maybe 12 to 15, right? But then they'll get into starting to experiment, going out drinking, drugs, girls, stuff like that, and forget about you and not be interested in your shite anymore. And then when you get a little bit older and you realize you're full of shit, then you get back into it because you're laughing at it for different reasons. There, you can have that one for free. You big tonk bastard, you.
And it's the same on TikTok. TikTok's the same. Like for instance, I'm not joking with you now. I got banned off TikTok 2 weeks ago for chopping up carrots on camera. Now, this is the
So you had a big knife out on camera. Right, I get that.
pisser. I was basically just doing a cooking live, you know, like I do on YouTube.
Yeah, but you also have lives called things like How to Be Wicked with a Knife or something like that.
I was doing a cooking live for TikTok. I was cooking Tony some tea. I was cooking Tony her tea. And I'm chopping up carrots, right? And I got banned for violent acts and shit. So I'm like, okay, then you can't have a knife on camera. This is what I'm thinking. You can't have a knife chopping up anything on camera. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can't have a knife on camera, right? Yeah, I'm literally doing a cooking video, right? So,
but there are many lives when you have knives out and swords and shields and crossbows where you are not doing a cooking live, are you?
Obviously, I got banned.
Ironically, you do look like you need a good meal in this video.
For a week.
This is a guy that reckons that people send him messages all the time and ask him how he's so massive and how they can get as big as him. The only people asking him for advice to put weight on, I don't know, Ethiopians, maybe?
Fucking week for chopping up a carrot. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, it must be the knife, right? So then I've made a video saying I can't believe I've been banned again. It's people reporting me. I know for a fact it's people constantly reporting me. Yeah. So it's like, oh, what have I been banned for? So
I haven't seen anybody wearing Henleys since I had some Henleys in about 2009.
So I've done that, done the video saying, look, I've been banned again on TikTok. You can see the video that I do it straight after the ban. Yeah. And then on my feed, obviously, once that video's uploaded, I waited for it to upload. And as soon as it uploaded, I'm back on my feed again. The first video on my feed was a geezer with a chopper this big, this fat, some massive thing, smashing the shit out of ribs, man. And I'm thinking, what? What? I'm just chopping up carrots. This thing had millions of views. It's sound. It's fine. What? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. So when my YouTube lives are concerned, right? Obviously, people are saying to me, well, it could be the background music. I have done so many lives. For instance, right, I did a YouTube live.
Right. So the only time that background music will, here's a little bit of YouTube advice for everybody. Right. So if you're playing music on a YouTube live or if you're using music in a YouTube video and it could just be playing on the stereo in the background and that song is registered for copyright with the YouTube Content ID system. Now, what the YouTube Content ID system is, it's a huge library of data and it has the WAV forms, which is how you would look at a sound wave of every registered song. All of mine are registered on there. Just a Jab's registered on there. That's why I don't play it on a live, because then my monetization would go through my digital distributor for the song, and it's not as much monetization as the actual ad rev is. So if it instantly scans every video that's uploaded, and once a live is finished, after the live, it will process the live video. Now, the longer the live is, the longer it'll take it to process a video. So if the video is, say, 5 or 6 hours long, it might take that time again to process it. And if there's any music in there, it will pick it out with the Content ID system. And instead of paying the YouTube creator the ad rev, it will send it to the digital distributor of whoever owns the publishing on the track. I know this because of what I do for a living. It's where my main income comes from. Not YouTube rev, but music publishing in general. So, and then within the YouTube Content ID system, there is a very, very, very small percentage of songs owned by major labels that haven't struck a deal with YouTube for them in terms of how much they'll pay them for a song. And those tracks are blacklisted. So now, back in the day, all of the Weeknd's early catalogue, everything that wasn't a single, so all the album tracks, they were blacklisted. And the same with a lot of Kanye West stuff, because they couldn't reach an agreement that the artist, the label, and YouTube were happy with. But now you can use those songs now, so they've obviously reached an agreement. I think there was a huge deal done around the beginning of COVID with UMG that owns most of the music in the world, or at least is controlling the publishing of most music in the world. Sorry if I'm boring you. So those few select songs that are blacklisted will knock your live off. You're not allowed to use those in your YouTube videos. But I'm unaware of anything current that is blacklisted. So Danny's not making any money from these lives anyway. Well, he's not even monetized now, is he? So bloody, 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 blah. You get me point.
The other day, I was doing press-ups, right? You all know, on my YouTube lives, right? You pay £1, I do 2 press-ups.
Jesus Christ, you pay £1, I do 2 press-ups. So he's 50 pence a press-up. He is literally Scotty G.
I mean, the other day, they had me.
Simon Kirk paid a Scotty G a tenner once to do 20 press-ups.
I think somebody said I stopped counting at 865.
I'll rephrase that. Simon Kirk promised Scotty G a tenner for doing 20 press-ups. Scotty G sent him the video of it. Simon Kirk laughed about it and didn't pay him the tenner. So Craig paid him the tenner to keep the peace.
Yeah, I did nearly 1,000 press-ups on live the other day, right? Because obviously, no matter how, whoever, unless I die, unless I fail, and nobody has killed me yet, you have not managed to kill me yet, but you've come.
Nobody's trying to kill you. A child shot you with a BB gun.
Close a few times. A few times you have come very close to making me fail, right? But I have not failed yet. You know I haven't. Like I've done over 900 the other day. Yeah,
I didn't. Rich cost me a tenner.
Oh, it hurts. Oh, it did hurt, but I didn't fail. But I'm just doing press ups. So I'm down there now, right? Now I did a little thing the other day. I got banned off alive because I had some music in the background. Some Danheim Viking music mix, by the way. You couldn't see the screen. Yeah, it's not even like a coherent tune. It's a mix of loads of tunes, right? But that was
right. So then that'll be loads of tunes that are on the Content ID system.
On the background when I started doing them press ups, right? So I was kind of like, okay, I got banned for that. They cut me off for that. So then when I went back on the next live I think I had 220 press ups to do in this lot. Yeah, so I'd done 100 and I had 120 left to do.
220 press ups. Somebody do the maths. Somebody paid him 120 bar to do press ups.
I'm sure that was
or 110 bar
number. I'm not joking with you. They cut me off live. I came back on live. I stopped because I had 120 left to do. I'm not going to do my.
Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Danny got split and knocked that live off because he couldn't do the press ups.
Off camera. I always do them on camera. I never scam no one. Right. So I restarted my live, made sure there was no music in the
50
background.
Pence each.
Right?
That's 420 press ups, isn't it?
Phone down there, and I looked at the camera and I went, right, folks, you all
Heave
know.
ho!
I was like, look, I've got 120 to go. Don't know why I've just been cut off, but I need to get on with these press ups. No music in the backgroround, nothing apart from, and then I didn't talk to the camera. I didn't even talk to the camera.
How do I get around using these content?
Just constantly doing press ups.
It's a very good question, Natalie, and I answered this in a comment earlier today, and I'll answer it again for you. So if you notice, at the start of each live, the first 6 minutes of Danny's video, I've cut the swearing out of because that's all YouTube checks is the first 6 minutes of a live. So if you keep your first 6 minutes live, and then you don't use any homophobic or really racial slurs throughout the rest of the video, you should be fine. The other one is I try and not use the videos. I have a quick scan through the video, and if Danny's got a bag of green like this and he's going at the camera like he sometimes does, I'll just not use the video. Or if it's a little part of the video, what I'll do is when I edit it before I go live, I'll stretch the picture so that, say that this line here at the bottom here that you can see is the bottom of the screen, and see his hands are there. I will stretch it so that it's closer so that you can't see what he's doing. That's how I get around it. And the ones with the music, well, there aren't any, because what Danny will have done is every single time that Danny will have got every single time that Danny has got a content ID email. So say if I did a live, you know when Danny did that live this afternoon actually, and he was singing, he'll have got a separate email off YouTube when that live's been processed for every single song he used, and every single one of them will say this is not a strike. The revenue from this video is being paid to Universal Music Group or Time Warner or something like that, or well, I'll not tell you who mine gets paid to, but we'll just move on.
Bang, 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 until it was done. When I got to, well, not till it was done. When I got to about doing another 90, I think I've done about 90, off again. So explain that to me. Now, believe me, is it your connection? No. Listen, I have super fast, super fast, over 300 meg per second. Yeah, right? Fast. Like my Wi-Fi.
Craig, send me your bank details and I'll send you the tenner you sent Scott. You can keep a piece of your ESA has got in. Mate, that was about a year ago. I'm married. Cheers, though.
Fast. Really fast. And the reason I pay for
what's
high
ESA?
Wi-Fi is because of the gaming that I do on Twitch. I have to have fast Wi-Fi, right? So I've got Virgin, yeah, right, and it's fast. It's not like I've got, and it's
no problem, Natalie.
It's fiber optic, and I pay for the highest connection possible that I can have in this house. So it's not my connection. Nothing to do with my connection. Nothing to do with anything technical. At the end of the day, how am I doing a live, yeah, and I'm getting cut off 7 times during the live? 7 constant times, and this is every single live. So somebody explain to me. It seems like
Without seeing the lives, I couldn't explain this.
Actual name.
It would be funny though if this live does just suddenly go off near the end of it.
Do you know Danny G? Yeah, my actual name has been done by every AI system in the world that runs all of these things.
AI didn't exist then, and AI is not what is being used in to do any of these tasks. AI learns as it goes on. This isn't that, Danny.
My actual name. So anything from Danny G, anything with my voice is done straight away. How can that be possible? That's not, I don't understand. Listen, I know a lot about ghosting. I know a lot about, being shabadaband. Yeah, I know a lot about that. I do know it happens. It happens constantly.
Well, like anything else, Rich, you get what you pay for.
A lot of people don't think it's real, but it is real. And that is what's happening to me. But why? Why? Now, one of my mates, Mark, made a very good comment to me earlier because we talk on WhatsApp. So I talked to a few fans on WhatsApp, very good fans, right? So he made a very good point to me earlier. He said, Danny, if what you are talking about, do you know when I talk about serious stuff, what's going on in the world and stuff? If what you're talking about seriously has no effect, no impact in this world, it's all nonsensical bull.
So if Danny G, right, and his voice have been shadow banned or whatever the hell he's trying to describe here, right? Then how on earth is there so many clip channels in the Dannyverse that have millions upon millions of views? I've seen a Danny G clip, on YouTube on like 16 million views. Ironically, Danny wouldn't have got a penny for it because it's not on his channel. There's a content ID system for videos as well, right? And I'm going to give Danny this one just to wind him up because he hasn't got a big enough following anymore to do this. But if you've got a big enough following, there's a content ID system for videos as well, where if anybody uses your video content, they'll content ID it and pay the creator instead of the clipper. But Danny won't be able to do that now. In fact, even if he was still getting the views that he was getting at one point, he wouldn't be intelligent enough to set it up at one point, to set it up at that point anyway, or now. I only know that because I content ID'd all of the Dance Mom stuff when I was working with Abby Lee Miller.
Shit. It's all nonsensical, right? Then why do they keep putting you down? Why are they stopping your views? Why are they stopping your lives? And every single one of my fans knows this happens. Why? If the information I'm giving you does not hurt the people that, what I'm saying, why is this happening to me? Because I'm not.
But remember everybody, in the words of Danny G and HEDGEHOG, I'm a fool.
Not speaking extreme violence. There are people on here, right? There's people on YouTube that are threatening people's families, threatening to burn homes down and all sorts. And they've got bare thousands of views. Seriously, there's grotesque violence on this, and it's got hundreds of thousands of views. What are you on about?
I guarantee it's not monetized, though. You can't even monetize a no-rules fight.
It makes no sense. So this video really was a bit of a cry for help, man, to my audience. Can you explain to me what is going on?
I can feel it coming as well. I can feel it coming.
I should be getting at least 30,000 on my vids. At least, if everyone's getting notified, I should get at least 30,000, right?
Abby's mint.
I'm not, though. What is going on? What is going on? Odin, Thor,
have you seen that?
Valhalla. What is going on? Odin, Thor, Valhalla. Somebody help me, please. Give me an idea. Because I haven't got a clue. I don't have a clue.
You're right. You do not have a clue.
Peace out.